Hi, Redneck Computer Geek here. So today we're going to be working on the shift indicator adjustment, and it's so that you can take where your indication is here on the dash and adjust it a little bit so that the red thing sits where it's supposed to be. Because if you're OCD, it will drive you bonkers, and it's a common problem with these Fords. Now, in order to do this, the only things you really actually have to remove are the bottom piece of plastic down in here, and then underneath that you're going to find a metal piece held on with a bunch of 8mm, and you need to pull that off. The rest of this is off because I was doing the shift bushings in the shift column. It's quite simple to do. If you want to do it yourself, I'll include a link in the description for parts. But basically, you undo your 4 mounting bolts, you drop this down so that this sits on the seat, and you undo the 4 Torx that are over the top, put brand new bushings in, and you're good to go, nice and solid again. But the problem is, once you put it back together, this is oftentimes way out of adjustment. So that's where we are today. Now, you've got your plastic panel off, you've got your metal panel off. From here, you need to have your key. You need to have the vehicle sitting in a flat location because you're going to be going in and out of different gears. You do not need to start the vehicle to do this. Now underneath here, you're going to be able to reach in and you're going to be able to feel a cable that comes down and around. And that cable that comes down and around, you're going to be able to track your fingers around to, and you're going to be able to find a little bulb. And that bulb is an adjustable gear, and you rotate it like this or like this. You reach up and around. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to sit in, and I'm going to grab the camera and we're going to adjust the bulb. So from this side here, you can see the cable. And you simply follow that cable up and around with your fingers, and that'll put you on to the little ball piece. So from here, we'll stick this in underneath here. As you can see right here, it's going to come up and around, and right here you can see is the adjuster in behind there. Alright, so we're going to set this over the top of the steering wheel so that you can see right now we're thoroughly out of adjustment. We're going to reach down, we're going to grab that cable, we're going to follow it back, and we're just going to turn it. Now, if I turn it to the left, it goes right, and if I turn it to the right, it goes left. So I need to go left, so I turn to the right. There we are. Now, if you read the manual for this, it says to adjust it when you're in neutral. I find the problem is it doesn't want to actually sit into park myself on the last 4 of these I've done, but to each their own. So from here, now that we have our key in, because it will not shift out of gear without the key, we've got our brake pressed to the floor. We're going to drop it down into reverse and let it find its settle point. Now that's the thing, is on these shifters they've got a settle point and you can actually feel it settle. So right now, if I have it up out of it and I push it down slowly with just a finger, there's the settle point right there. And then I can go to neutral and make sure it's in my settle point, and go to drive and make sure it's in my settle point, neutral, and reverse. Now see, what happened here is it adjusted and it loosened up and it ended up coming off just a little bit. Neutral, drive. So I'm going to adjust it a little bit more for drive. Like I said, we're going to reach down, we're going to follow the cable with our finger. Right is left and left is right. So therefore we're trying to go to the right, so we're going to turn a little left. So we're on park, we're on reverse, we're on neutral, we're on drive. There we are. So there we go, pretty simple all in all. So do me a favor, share this up, torment your friends that own one of these Fords, tell them that they need to fix it, and make sure that they do. Have a good day.